Hi everyone, my name is Sarah Henes and I am also a registered dietitian, assistant professor and extension nutrition specialist. And I'm also our UGA EFNEP state coordinator, and I'm going to talk a little bit about EFNEP in just a minute. But first, what I'd like to do, next slide, is to kind of summarize all the wonderful, great tips that Mary Beth and Jesse have been sharing, and some resources. I want to share some resources with you. So to kind of recap, remember with your less stress meal planning to define your budget, check out your house and see what you already have, decide what meals to eat, make a grocery list. We talk about cooking once and eating twice and storing your leftovers, and I'm going to go into detail in just a few minutes. And like Dr. Ellie Berg also talked about in the beginning, we want to think about using the MyPlate as a foundation for creating a healthy meal plan. And you can find this great grocery game plan for making a weekly grocery list on our MyPlate, choosemyplate.gov. And so you can use this to plan specific meals, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and for snacks. And in terms of using this as an example, first I'd like to thank Ida Jackson and Kalinda Haythorne for sharing these next few slides with us and kind of helping to fill out these resources. Kalinda is one of our EFNEP program assistants who teaches EFNEP programming in McDuffie County. And as you can see, she started filling out this grocery list by day and by meal. And you can use this cool calendar and think about using meals one day and then using them for leftovers. For example, in our list for Wednesday, we have a skillet spaghetti for dinner, and then we can put that on our menu for Thursday in using leftovers of that skillet spaghetti. And this also reminds us about the tips that Jesse and Mary Beth were sharing earlier in our presentation, so that we want to have fun with meal planning, we want to try new foods, and we also want to use the color your plate for being healthy. Next slide. Another great resource that you can get from our choosemyplate.gov is this really cool grocery list. And so you can see that Kalinda's kind of filled out with the different food groups. So remember, when you're making a grocery list, remember the staples like Mary Beth and Jesse were talking about, with whole grain bread, canned and frozen fruits and vegetables, dry and canned beans. And then when you're thinking about your grocery list, you can map it out by sections or food groups. So for example, here in the MyPlate resource, you have fruits, and you can remember to fill in your canned and frozen fruits because we get just as much nutrition there. We've got our dairy, we've got protein, grains, and some of our extras. So we want to be thinking about this because it works well if you know the layout of your store, but also during this time, we're tending to shop more online. So this kind of idea of how to make a grocery list based on some food, or MyPlate food groups, can be really important when we're doing online shopping during our time at home right now. And next slide, please. And so, you know, I mentioned earlier EFNEP, and like Dr. Johnson noted to start off our presentation, EFNEP is the Expanded Food and Nutrition Education Program, and it is a federally funded nutrition education program that teaches healthy eating on a budget for limited resource families across the country. EFNEP has actually been around for 50 years. It's been here in Georgia for 50 years. We currently do programming in about 54 counties. And in terms of EFNEP SNAPEd is also another nutrition education program that we offer here in Georgia. EFNEP focuses on 4 core values here: diet, quality and physical activity, food safety, food resource management, and food security. Our discussion today about healthy meal planning falls into that food resource management and healthy and less stress family meal planning. Next slide. So please remember to check out our UGA extension resources. You can find a lot of other EFNEP and SNAPEd recipes on our website, our UGA EFNEP and our UGA SNAPEd and foodtalk.org websites. And please also remember to check out Jesse and Mary Beth in their Gilmore and Rockdale Counties Less Stress Meal campaigns on their Facebook page and Extension websites. Thank you.